today's class we will be studying about spinal cord and reflex action. So first of all, what is a spinal cord? So the spinal cord is a long rope-like collection of nerve fibers which run along the full length inside the spine. So your spinal cord is situated inside your spine. Do not get confused between the word spine and spinal cord. Okay, spinal cord is a collection of nerve fibers, and your spine is a hard structure, okay, which holds your spinal cord. Okay, so in one end it is connected with the medulla of the brain. Medulla is situated in the hindbrain, and another is free at the tail end. So it is the tail end is not connected with any part, it is free, and on the upper part it is connected with medulla of the brain. So its structure is same throughout its length from the beginning to the end. Okay, so you find a butterfly shaped mass of gray matter in the center of the spinal cord, which contains association neurons and other cells. So at the end of the slide I have kept a picture of that butterfly shaped mass, okay, which has your gray matter, and also there is a white matter. We will be talking about the white matter also now. Okay, so it contains association neurons and other cells. If you want to tell me about what association neurons are, I will, but it is not there in your book, so I am not explaining it to you because you may get confused. Okay, so surrounding the gray matter is the white matter of the spinal cord. So there is a butterfly shaped mass which is of gray matter, and on top of the gray matter is your white matter. Okay, so and it is surrounded by the white matter, which is composed of the ascending and descending neural tracts. So there are two neural tracts present here. Okay, so they have different functions. If possible, I will tell you about the functions of descending and ascending neural tracts in the next class, but since it is not in your book, so it is not important from the examination point of view. Okay, so these tracts, collection of nerve fibers, connect the brain with the rest of the body. Okay, so the rest of the body is connected through these neural tracts. Okay, so the spinal cord plays the role of a huge cable. It is like a huge cable which exchanges innumerable messages with the central nervous system. So there is an exchange of messages with the central nervous system by your spinal cord. Okay, so it plays an important role in exchanging messages with the central nervous system. So this is one of the most important functions of the spinal cord, so remember it. Okay, so there are basically two main functions of the spinal cord. Okay, so firstly it carries sensory impulses coming from the lower parts of the body to the brain. What are sensory impulses? The information that we receive from the environment, any kind of stimuli. Okay, so those are sensory impulses. So it carries those sensory impulses coming from the lower parts of the brain, and motor impulses originating from the brain to all over the body. So also the motor impulses which originates in the brain, it passes to all over the body. Okay, and secondly it performs some simple reflexes that do not involve the brain. Simple reflexes involve the sensory nerve, a motor nerve, and association neurons of the gray matter of the spinal cord. So we will be talking about what reflexes are, and also remember that a reflex, okay, reflex involves these parts: your sensory nerve, then motor nerve, and association neurons of the gray matter of the spinal cord. So if you are asked that which are the parts which are engaged in simple reflexes, then your answer is sensory nerve, motor nerve, and the association neurons of the gray matter of the spinal cord. Okay, so now let us look at what reflex actions are. So, reflex is an involuntary action that occurs very quickly after a specific kind of stimulation. Okay, so reflex action happens automatically without conscious decision of the brain. So, reflex action doesn't include the conscious decision of the brain, so it just happens, it's very automatic. So if you are touching a hot cup of coffee, immediately you will pull away your hand. Okay, after that obviously there is involvement of the brain in sending the message that okay, the cup is hot, so you are not going to touch it again. But the immediate action of pulling it away, it doesn't involve the brain, it just happens automatically. Okay, so that is known as your reflex action. So for example, the blinking eye reflex. So if some pointed pointed pen or something, if you keep it near your eye, so your eye is going to blink. Okay, that is your reflex action. And if suddenly something comes near your eye, then your eye is going to blink, so that is your reflex action. Okay, so why do you have reflex action? So that it protects the organism from potential threats and preserve life. Okay, otherwise it will take a long time for the information to pass to the brain, and we will take more time to react. So reflex action happens automatically without the involvement of the brain. Okay, so it saves us from potential threats. So though several reflex actions are performed by our nervous system, the familiar reflexes are the knee jerk. If you have noticed, we sometimes have knee jerk, then pupil contraction. Okay, contraction of the pupil and our eyes, then pulling away from hot or cold objects, breathing and stretching. So these happens automatically. Okay, if you observe. So most reflex actions are carried out by the spinal cord and do not involve the brain. So you have to remember that reflex actions are carried out by the spinal cord and do not involve the brain. So things that happens automatically without the involvement of our brain to save us from potential threats or risks are known as reflexes. You will see that babies they display a lot of reflex action, so you can study about that. Okay, sometimes we may think that the baby is doing something voluntarily, but that is not happening voluntarily, that is their reflex action, and reflex action is inherited. Okay, it happens because of this whole evolutionary process. Okay, so it is inherited in our nervous system through evolutionary process. Okay, so in the next slide, please look at the diagram of the butterfly shaped gray matter, and it is covered by the white matter. Okay, and it is located in the center of the spinal cord.